Focus right. There we go. Now it's working. Boom. All right. It's peaking a little bit. I think we might actually stay in the yellows. I guess we're good there. All right, cool. I actually stay in the yellows. Okay, cool. What's up, Logan? How you doing? I need to... So this is what we're building today. It's a GIF search tool. You basically get like a search bar. You type in some word or something like that, and it shows you the GIFs. And yeah. All right, cool. Sounds good. So we're good there. Now we need to find... First thing we're gonna do is find a GIF API that we can pull GIFs from. Creative Cloud is rainbow. Interesting. Go away notifications. Jesus, I don't want notifications on my phone, let alone my PC. Jesus. All right. Start building with power of Giphy. Jiffy? Giphy? I still don't know which one's right. I don't want to use Giphy. Well, let's check these three real quick. Rapid API always has good stuff. If you ever need some project to build, go to Rapid API, and they've just got a big list of APIs you can choose from, and you can be like, yeah, I can make a Pokedex with that. I can make a stock tracker with this thing, yada, yada, yada. Nude detect, what? Interesting. GIFs API, it makes it dead simple to convert. What All right, so var require Unirest. We're going to use JavaScript. Fetch, because we're using React. So this is how we'll get it. So method. What are the limitations on this? Where is it free? And how many do I get from it? I think I need to sign into this real quick. One sec. Ooh, does this look better? If anybody has built this project already and wants to throw out what API they used, that'd be awesome. But this looks good. Free API key. Actually, we're gonna use this. All right, app name. What is the? I don't want to sign in. Whatever. You can't see my accounts. We'll use this one. I have like 12 accounts for some reason. Choose my username. I don't know if I want you guys to see this either, but it's the same thing I use on every other account. So look at that. Thinking smart. Yeah. All right. What is our app going to be called? This is going to be June monthly project. App description. Search for GIFs. Is that even how you spell it? Yeah. All right. How'd you hear about us? Google. All right, give me my API key. Not verified. Click here to send email. That's my email if you guys want to send me anything. All right, this is my API key. Now, where's the API documentation? Hello. Go to the docs. Endpoints. Let's see. Search parameters. Cool. So now that we think we have what API we're going to use, we're going to go ahead and set up our project real quick. So we're going to do bash. We're going to build this in React. So cd doc git, and then we're going to do npx create React app monthly project June, right? Yeah, we're in June. Cool. And then this will build our base React app we can use. While that's running, we can keep looking at this API and make sure this is going to do what we want it to do. So provide the user search as typed, including punctuation and special characters. Those are just best practices. Okay, cool. Parameters, key. So we got to include our key in there. Where do we include that? I guess, okay, we're just right there. Cool. Q, the string. There we go. JavaScript function HTTP GET. Trending. Get a JSON object containing a list of the global trending GIFs. This trending stream is updated regularly throughout the day, so that can be like our base view. So like as soon as they load the page, that's what it'll show, the trending ones. What parameters do I need to provide besides the key? So that's basically what I'll send. Okay, cool. All right, so our app is built here. So now we're gonna do code. If you, nope, didn't do that right. If you have VS Code, you can just do code and then dot, and it'll open up the directory you're in. Except we didn't switch to the monthly project of June, so it just opened my Git directory. What is it called? Yeah, monthly project June, and then we will code that. There we go. It's not that one or that one or that one. Do it again. There we go. I hope you guys can see the, yeah, y'all can see the right screen. Okay, cool. All right, so what we're gonna do, we don't need tests. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete the logo because we don't need that. We're gonna delete service worker because we're not using that. We're gonna delete setup tests because we're not using that. I don't want that in there. Or that. Or that. Or that. I guess we can, do we need manifest? Nope. And index.html, cool. So now we're gonna go to app.js, we're gonna remove this stuff we're not using, and then save. We're gonna go to index.js, we're gonna remove that stuff we're not using, service worker, save, and then we remove logo, save, cool. And then right here, we're just gonna do an H1 and say, hello people of YouTube. And then over in Bash, we're gonna do npm start. And then, wait a sec, boom, and we got our project. All right, so I like that background. That's pretty close to what it is in the project here. So we're just gonna use that. We're gonna export that as an image. We don't need, I don't think we need these initial boxes here. But in here, we're gonna make a components folder, a styles folder, and then we're just gonna move those in there because I like them kind of organized like that. I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not, but whatever. And then in components, we're gonna have a GIF card component. And we're just gonna copy that, stick that in there, and we're gonna call this GIF card export default function GIF card. Did I spell that right? C-A, nope. Something looked weird there. All right, this is not app, this is gonna be card. Right here, we're gonna clear that out. We will finish that in a sec. I don't understand, is there a benefit to doing export default at the bottom versus just export default function GIF card? Or GIF card, yeah. I don't understand why, this seems prettier to me, or better, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. All right, so we're not using Rapid APIs thing. We're using, what did we break? Oh, we didn't change where the CSS was, but we'll do that in a sec. So where are we gonna make the API call? In app.js, and then we'll just pass the data down, probably. So right here, we're gonna import use effect in React. I want to have a prettier RC file to make prettier work. There we go. Now my code looks nice when I save it. Prettier just auto formats your code. So like if I don't have spaces here and I save, it'll add the spaces to make it look more readable and just better in general. Now we need to modify the paths to get back to the CSS. So this is in styles/app.css, and then this is /styles/index.css. I need to share this link in Discord real quick. Oh, sweet. It is like not behind at all. All right, we're gonna put that in self.dev. So we're gonna say streaming the live stream in the monthly project build. Cool. So Discord all set up now. All right. So what is next? So right here we're importing use effect. So we want to do use effect. I hit cap locks. Oops. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. All right, so use effect, and then down here we'll close that, and then we're gonna do a fetch request in here. So does it just have the code written in here already for fetch? Or nope, those are XML ones. But I think we can just snag this URL here and then send our request there. Did I get my API key? I did. Probably shouldn't have shown that on the stream. Oh well. I'm just copying and pasting fetch requests. I'm copying and pasting a lot of stuff. Don't rewrite what's already written. It's one of the rules of being a developer. I think I can just delete this account after this stream's built, and then I don't have to worry. It says the API key is free, so I mean, I don't know what the bad negative effects this is gonna have is. Delete those white spaces, cool, and then we response, and then we're gonna just console log the response here so we can see what we got. Right, cool. So is our app functioning properly now? No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. All right, what's going on? You intended to import styles, which falls outside the SRC directory. Right, because we're not going up a directory, we're just going over, not. So we don't need 2 dots, we just need 1 dot. Hello, people of YouTube, cool. And then if we inspect it and go to console, we got our promise, and then in the promise we get the most popular GIFs. So if we take this item URL and go here, what? Oh, we don't need those parenthesis things. Cool, so we got the GIF. So that's what we want. Now, what is the path for that object? We can do that right here, I guess. All right, so right here, we're gonna do const, what do we call it? GIF. Hey man, I just joined now. Could you tell me which project you're doing? I'm doing the monthly project for June. I make projects in my Discord. If you wanna go join the Discord, there's a link in the description, and then you can get this XD file for free. Adobe XD, you have to have that too, but that's free as well. And then you can basically build this project along with us, or try to build it on your own and then come back to the video and see how I build it and see if you do it differently, or use it as like a reference guide, I guess. Whatever you want to do, but this is what we're building. It's a GIF search tool. So, const, we're gonna say GIFs, and then we're gonna say set GIFs, and then we're gonna do, I need to check something real quick, hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear my music or not. If you can't, I'll turn it up a little bit. use state. We also need to import that. Use state. Cool. So now that will be our state. And then we need to do set state as well, right? Do we need to import set state? We don't. That's not a thing, right? Yeah, we just use set gifs. So right here, where the res is JSON, do we need anything besides the URL from that object? I don't think we do. We've got the media. What's the different media here? Preview. So what is the preview? Let's see what that goes to. Backspace, delete. So that's not a moving thing. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the full GIF when we give them the preview. I mean, they're not really gonna be able to do anything with it anyway. Like, there was no requirement when we made this project to be able to click on it and do something. It's just showing GIFs. So we're going to use the full one. So that object path is what? We're going to remove those, save, and then right here we're going to do .then. We're going to get data, and then we're going to console log the data. That looks right. Cool. So now if we go back, do we need this anymore? Yeah, we need that documentation for when we implement the search feature. Let's see. So right here we got the results. So it's going to be, I have to put this on the left side. So awesome work. Thank you, Vuthi. Appreciate it. So we need to do set gifs to be data dot. Can I just get the path? Copy property path. Results. So would it be data dot results dot item, I think, or no? Can you update a hook in use effect? That's a thing, right? Like yeah, I think you can do that. React app, refresh, and then right here, syntax error and manifest JSON. Is that a file we have? I don't know what that is. I wish React had. Oh, it does. Cool. All right, sweet. So we got the GIF URL here. So now we just need to pass that down to our gift card and then generate gift cards on the screen here. We also need to customize or like alter our app a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and add a images folder here, and we are gonna put our logo in there. So there's our company name, Giphy-R. Giphier, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to do I guess we can make a header component, right? Because that's going to be on, there's not more than one page though, so we don't really need to make a header component, but whatever. We're going to make a header component. And then we're going to call this header. And then this is going to be nav. And then in here, we're going to have our, I guess we can just do display flex and then justify content space between, and that'll get them on the opposite sides. So we don't really need two divs. We can do img src equals require. So in React, you have to require the image because it's rendered on the server side. So you have to say, hey, make sure we grab this image and use that in our project or something like that. So we do require for the image, and then we give it the image path, which is, we are in the component, so we need to go up a directory over to images, and then down to gifvr.png, and then we also need an alt tag equals logo. That doesn't need to be right there, that needs to be there. And then we will close our image tag, and then we'll also make an input element with type equals text, so we can type in there. I think that's all. We're going to be lazy and just use that. And then if we go to our project here, we're not importing header, so we are exporting default function header. So we can go to app, and then we will import header from /components/header, and then right, I guess it'll be an app, huh? Yeah, we'll say header, and then save, and then now that should be showing up in our project. No, it's not. All right. So can't resolve images /gifvr.png. My eyes, like, it feels like I have a lot of sleep in my eyes, like the little crusty things you eat on the edges, you know? I went to the gym and drank pre-workout already though, so I don't know why that's happening. All right, so header, require ..images. So .. brings us up a directory. Then we go down to images, IMAGES, and then down to gify-r.png, not pgn. And now we're good to go. Can't resolve app.css because we don't need to import app.css in that. We also do not need to import it in there either. So now it'll build, right? Cool. So we've got our little logo here, and then the search bar that we can type our search query in. We're gonna make that look prettier in a sec. All right, what is this background on in the CSS? Because I want that to cover the whole full thing. App header, so we're just gonna put that on app instead of app header. So we'll go to our app CSS, app header. Stick it on app. We don't need it there anymore. Boom, save, and then boom, it's on the whole thing. All right, so right here we can just do nav display, nope, display flex, justify content space between. We'll do max width 95%, margin and auto to center it a little bit. Is this our input element? Why is that so big? That's weird. We'll have to set like a max height on that. But that's what we're gonna have on our nav. So in app.css, we'll do nav and apply those styles there. Now we refresh, and then it's still the same. Woo! All right, and then we need to target the input element. We're only gonna have one input element in the whole project, so we don't need to like namespace it or anything like that. And then with this will be, we'll say max height 45 pixels, I guess, and see what that looks like. Okay, cool. And then right on here, if we do align items center, perfect. Again, if you guys ever have any questions or anything like that, like why is something doing this? Why is that doing this crap? Let me know. I'm happy to explain it to you. And then we need our placeholder text in there, so it's just going to be search ... So in our header, right? Yeah, that's where it is. We're going to do placeholder equals search. Save that, and now that's looking nice, and there's no placeholder. Is it white? So if we inspect it, the shadow root lets you see like the placeholder stuff. I don't think it's there by default. I think you have to go to settings and enable it, because it's not like, I don't know why it's not displayed by default, because I think it's helpful. But anyway, so the placeholder text doesn't look like it should be white, so why isn't there anything there? Placeholder, search. How do I target placeholder text again? Just that, right? So we'll go back here, we'll target placeholder, and we'll say color equals black, just to make sure it shows up, and then refresh, and no, nothing. Placeholder equals search. What am I doing wrong here? 5 points to Gryffindor if you can help me figure out why that's not working. I'm going to go ahead and work on something else here. So we're going to make our gift card now. So this will just be the div. We're going to have a box shadow maybe. No, we're not going to have a box shadow. We're just going to have the GIF, I think. And then we'll just set like the max height and width on it or something. So we're going to do, it's basically just going to be the image, right? Image equal src equals, right here we are going to get the GIF URL. I would like spaces between there to make it look prettier. We're destructuring the prop object we get right here. That's what the brackets right there are doing. So we're going to do GIF URL. And then with the curly braces that says, hey, use this as a JavaScript variable. Alt will be GIF. And then we'll close that. Boom. All right, so back in app.js, we need to import GIF card. What's up, Travis? How you been doing? GIF card, right? Yeah. From dot slash component slash GIF card. Save that, and then right here, we're gonna do. How many do we want to import initially? 3, 4, 5, 10. So we want to do 10. So right here, we want to set GIFs equal to result. That's not going to work, right? So that's results is going to be an array. So I think we're probably just going to store the whole results in our state, and then we'll pick it apart right here. So right here we will do gifs dot map the GIF, and we want to use a GIF card component, and then props, you're going to give it the GIF dot, what was the results something? Where's our React app state? It's just the URL. It's results.url, I think. Boom. And then in GIF card, we will console log GIF URL to make sure it's working. Also, it should render the GIF card too. All right, so props GIF dot, where am I doing that? Yeah, dude, gotta get positive problems going. As long as they're positive problems. Where is that again? Oh, so what? If I click on it, it just opens the file where that problem is? That's awesome. So we don't want to store URL right there. We want to do URL. How's the job been going though? Is it pretty fun? Feel like you're learning a lot? What's wrong there? You expected we're gonna return that, right? Is that what we want? Boom. I think that's right. Cool. And then right here. All right, cool. So well, that's not right. Huh. Save. Still going up? No. Cool. Yeah, everything needs to have a key prop too. So we'll do like key equals. Do the results have an ID we can access? I guess we can use created, huh? That looks unique. So key can be gif.created. Is Monka S is that the company? But dude, that's awesome. I hope you get it. What the F? Never seen that. Never seen what? What'd I do? I kind of just make up shit sometimes. And it works, and I'm like, all right, I'll use that. Oh, I cursed in my stream. Dang it, I can't do that. YouTube doesn't like when you curse. All right, so what does it have in there? Is it just undefined? Image, alt, GIF. So there's no SRC? Header? No, wait, GIF card, right? Should be GIF URL. And then we console log GIF URL. Is it because we don't have dependencies for this? So we need that, and now it'll only run once. Is that why it was console logging infinitely? It looks like that was it, I think. Let's test and make sure. Ah, it was. Cool, so there was just a loop going on. Yeah, right? I didn't know that was a thing until just now. It's freaking awesome. I'm super happy that's a thing. I really am impressed with Microsoft and VS Code. Like, Internet Explorer led me to have zero expectations from Microsoft in the future about anything, but then VS Code came out and I'm like, whoa, they can make good stuff sometimes. I still don't like Edge. I think they need to get out of the browser industry and just let Google Chrome have a monopoly in the browser business. Maybe not a monopoly, but like have like 90% of the browsers so we don't have to work as hard to make everything cross-compatible. We don't have to work as hard as we used to anymore anyway, but I just want all the browsers to be consistent. All right, so we're gonna console log GIF to see what we have there. Okay, cool. So we have GIF. We're passing it .url, which should be this. Right, we're destructuring the component, or the prop. So it needs to be called GIF URL, right? So now it'll work. Yeah, there we go. And then if we go here, we've got all our... We don't have our GIFs. Is that not a valid URL? Oh, it goes to the page? Is it not the URL for this thing? Oh, I'm not getting the right thing. So we need to look at our object we're getting back here. So that is not to the actual GIF, that's to the page the GIF's on. So what do we need to grab from the object? Wait, we're grabbing the item URL, right? That's what we're getting. Is that the right thing? No, that's the same thing. Media, GIF, URL. Is this the right thing? That's what we need. All right, cool. So where was that? We're gonna copy. I can't copy the path from there. That's annoying. So it's .media.gif.url. So gif.media.gif.url. Now it's broken. Cannot read property URL of undefined. So we did media. 0. Maybe we need 0 there. Hey, look at that. We got our gifts coming in. What's up? Pillsbury Doughboy. Look at the cat. Look at that. I hope none of this stuff's like copyrighted or whatever. Look at that's weird. Interesting. Pizza. We're gonna leave it on that. Is there a way that Microsoft can just team up with Chrome, Edge, right? Like, I think they're using Chromium for Edge. I want to say. So they're kind of doing that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, now we just need to display these correctly. So that dog is just kind of disgusting. I hate chihuahuas. They're like little rat animals. All right, so app header, we can do display flex. What are these? I can do this on here so you guys can see. Display blocks, so app header, display flex, flex direction row, poo, and then flex wrap, and then that's almost there. That's almost there. So we'll go to our CSS, app, and then app header. So we're gonna throw that there. The text is white, that'll work. And then in our card component, or in our card class, we need max height to be, what, like 20%? I don't think its parent container has a fixed height, so we can't really do that. So we'll just do like 250 pixels, and then max width is 250 pixels as well. And does that break stuff? It does. I forgot those things. There we go. All right. So now stuff's overlapping. No. Object. Actually, we gotta test that in the browser real quick. Object fit contain. No, that didn't work. Object fit contain. Nope. Overflow hidden. Let's put those in here. So I think we need min height 250 pixels as well, because there are some that aren't fitting it, like this right here. Oh man, where are my dev tools? Ah, it's below the navbar thingy. I hate when that happens. Unlock the taskbar, move it to the side. There we go. Give me that. Now you go back down. Cool. I don't understand people that have the bar on the right side. Like when I worked at Beck in finance, there were some guys that had the bar on the right side there, and it's kind of weird to me. You're using display. Could you try using display grid templates, column, auto? Yes, I can. I never put much work in a learning grid. Do I still need the max height and stuff? Wait, so that would be on the parent element, right? So that'd be display grid. Why is that being overridden? There we go. Did we display it? Did we write it wrong? Huh. And then grid templates column, auto. Unknown property name. We're gonna get rid of those. We're gonna get rid of flex direction. Why is that not a valid property? What's up with that? It's spelled right, yeah? Oh, there's too many autos, huh? You only need 4. Okay. Boom! Look at that. Way prettier. Yeah, I gotta learn grid. I should have done that. Alright, we're gonna use that instead, because that's nice. How do we add a gutter? Column gap, that's what it is. And then we'll just do like 1 view width or something like that. So if we do column gap, 1 view width, you guys can see that. And then over here, boom. Now we need, I'm gonna assume there's like a row gap that we can do 1 view width as well. Boom. Excellent day. Now it looks way beautifuler than it did before. Excellent work. 20 points. Let's see, so we're gonna go to here. We're gonna replace that, and we're gonna remove those and that, and then save, and then what did we remove that we didn't need to remove? Justify content center. I think that was it, huh? Yeah. I just broke something again. Oh, I didn't save the overflow off on the card, right? So card needs to be overflow hidden. Boom. And then we need to make the small ones like this. I think we need to give object fit cover. I don't understand object fit. Sometimes it'll expand it and it'll cover the whole parent container, but sometimes it won't. Oh, okay. Yep, still don't understand it. Okay, it works. Cool. Let's see. So we're just going to copy that. We're going to put that on the card's image. So we'll do card image and then refresh to make sure it still looks the same. And it does. Look at our beautiful little GIF grid. I think we need padding on the bottom of that, right? And then we'll have to add our load bar so we can load more. So app header. I feel like that's not an appropriately named class anymore, but whatever. Padding bottom, we'll do 100 pixels, and then we can scroll down and we're good there. Why isn't this one full? That one's not covering the whole thing. Everything else is. That's weird. Oh, we keep zooming in. I feel like those aren't... Is there a max height? Huh, oh well. Alright, so what are we gonna do next? Right? It's me with like every day with a lot of code. I'm like, I don't understand it, but it works. It's just not a good thing to do, but we're trying to build stuff. So now we need to make our search bar work here. So in our API, let's see, I think near the top it had something about the searches, right? So limit 8. 1. Okay, so query, that's going to be our query, right? So we will do, we're going to steal this URL. What's up? I am Baymax. What is that from? Oh yeah, Big Hero. That was a good movie. All right. So we're gonna go back to our app.js. We're gonna do. What are we gonna call it? Handle search. We're gonna need that. We're basically gonna grab this, and then we are gonna swap out the URL. Except we need our API key and limit 8. We're not gonna do a limit, are we? No, we're not gonna do a limit. And then we want those on the same line. We don't need that anymore. Query is gonna be can this be a template literal? Boom. This is gonna be search term. And then right here, we're gonna get search term when this function is called. And we're gonna do const equals handle search. Right, there we go, my bad. And then I have a dictionary thing. So we're gonna, because usually when I'm making websites, I'm copying and pasting stuff from, are you a hacker or some sort of pen tester? I am not. I just like Kali Linux and I think it's cool. I'm a web developer though. Got 9 hours left on the Team Treehouse front end track, very helpful along with free code camp. Yeah, dude, getting those like multiple layers going, like Team Treehouse, free code camp. I was doing like Odin Project and other random stuff, but I feel like that really helps drill it down into your head and make sure you're understanding what you're learning. Because like I'm doing the Udacity's nano degree right now, and I just did Redux, so I'm working on the project now, and I'm kind of like, I don't like the way he taught it. Like, he didn't start off teaching Redux. He started off basically building Redux from scratch. So I was sitting there wondering, what is Redux? The whole time he was building it from scratch. So I basically just like breezed through all the videos, and now I'm building the project and just Googling it as I go along, and it's worked pretty well. So after I finish the project, I'll probably go back and rewatch his Redux videos, because then I'll understand everything a lot more. I'll have like reference experience to pull from. But yeah, so handle search. So our navbar is in the header, so we need to pass handle search to the header. Right there, we're gonna make sure we leave off the parentheses, because that's invoking the function. We don't want to invoke it until we're in here. Is that right? We're going to replace the state. Yeah, it looks right. All right, cool. So now we're going to header. And then in here, we're going to do on key. Which one captures every key event? Like on key press versus on key down. Okay, we want to use on key down, because on key press only detects keys that have like a character. So like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on key down detects Alt, Control, Shift, Escape, all the other stuff. So we want to detect everything. And then we're going to, what was the function? Handle search, right? With, except we want to make this an arrow function, right? And then handle search. Can we do this? Wait, E dot, would it be, it's this dot value, right? No? What is that? Right, we got to close that thing. Odin Project 2, same with reading Indian documentation, helps out a lot. Yeah. Stack Overflow is better though. The fun part of learning is building projects, right? That's where you really like get the stuff down. I haven't really done any courses on Udemy yet. I need to, I'll try some. I need to try a few before I cast opinions on it. Jesse, go join the Discord now. Also, smash that like button if this is helping you out at all, or if you're learning from this. Not really. What's on change versus on key down? Let's see. I probably should use on change, huh? The event is triggered when a field has changed versus on key down. As soon as the keyboard is pressed, the event is triggered before the character is typed into the form field. I think on change is better practice for React. Probably should have used that, right? So we'll use on change. That's supposed to be capitalized though, right? Or no? Yeah, I'm assuming that's supposed to be capitalized. And then we are going to get handle search from our props and use that. And then back in app.js, we're going to console log the search term to see what we get out of there. We don't need to console log the GIF anymore because we know that's working. So in our project here, that was weird. We gotta find like a lower res version of the gift to get or something like that. Alright, undefined. Undefined, 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 undefined. So we're not getting the right thing. Can I just, is it this dot value, maybe? Nope, we broke it. Unknown property value. What if we console log this? What do we get from that, huh? We get undefined. You guys need to be able to see this, right? We're just gonna do document.query selector input dot value, and then that will get what we have in the input field. So there we go. Right there we can see that it was searching correctly. We're still getting console logs from gift cards, so we need to take that out. e.target.value. God, so much smarter than me. Alright, so let's search for, what do we want to search for? Archer? Are there gifts related to Archer? There are. Look at that. Boom. Look at that slow load. Why is there a big gap right there? I love this show. Seasons 8, 9, and 10 weren't the best. Or like the last 2 seasons weren't the greatest, but the first 4 or 5 are gold. Alright, so our search bar works now, and if we remove it, it goes back to the random stuff here. I feel like there are cards that aren't being shown. Oh, we had a limit on that, huh? So we take off a limit. Now does it work right? Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all so true. Our journey will pull us through. Are there no results? What the heck? Okay, there are results. Cool. Okay, cool. So it's just that we weren't giving it enough results, I think. So, that's weird. That is super strange. Yeah. 100% agree. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? So our search bar works, so now we need to do load more. We also need to look at our object we get and see if there's a lower resolution version of the GIF we can use. We should... It's not that we're using a high resolution version, it's that the object it sends back is taking time. So maybe we should figure out a way to display these placeholder ones until we get the actual image back. But that's not one of the requirements I made for the project, so we're not going to do that. So we're just going to add a load more button. We're going to display 8 at first, and then after you click load more, it will display the rest. So back in our app.js, we're just going to make that a div, because calling that header wasn't right. We actually had our header here, or basically. So now we are going to do a button, and then on click we are going to call... Why are we in header? We don't need that in header. We need it here. We want to map up to... I guess we can map all of them, and then we can just use CSS to hide anything over like the nth child 8 or something like that. So we'll add our button here on click. We're gonna call show more GIFs. Why are there brackets around that? We don't need brackets around that, do we? No. We do need to define this function though. So const show more GIFs. So we're going to how do we target every child past the 8th child? That'll work. Nth child in minus n plus 5. So in our app.js, we'll go down here, we'll do card and that, and then no, wait, we need to select everyone after that. What is that? Oh, we didn't close our button. Oh well. That can go close. That can be closed. I have too many tabs open, Jesus. I don't need that. I don't need that anymore because everything's working. I don't need that. I need my live stream up still. So we're doing n plus 5. Display equals none. And then in app, we are going to close our button, and then it should only show we want to just do n plus 10, right? Or 8 or something like that. 11, I think, because then it'll show 10 GIFs. Except we're on 4 columns, so we'll do that. And then, are we using flex on the cards? Is that why? Huh. All right, why is grid leaving that big thing at the bottom? Anybody know? I don't use grid very often. Grid column gap 1 view width. No, that's not it. This is what we have right now. Padding bottom 100. Nope. No. Why are we justifying the content center? Let's do space. No, we'll do center. That looks better. Yeah. Where's our load more button? We didn't put any text in that. Load more. There we go. And then I think this should be inside app header because we have the big padding on the bottom. There we go. And then that will be its own little div. And we can target the button and we will do, oh, it's in, Yeah, we're gonna put it on the outside. So we're gonna try this. Now there's nothing there. Is that what you, all right, grid, display is grid, right? We got that. Grid template columns, repeat autofill. Auto rows 10. We might just switch back to flex because I'm more comfortable with that. We'll justify content center. We don't need that, or that, or that. I'll learn grid when I'm not doing a live stream. Justify content center, that's good. So now we're just gonna take this, go back to our app CSS here. That was app header, right? Yeah, it was. So we will take that, and then we will, in the cards, we will have margin 1 view width. Does that work? That'll work. And then we're gonna wrap, we could say app header max width would be like 80%. Marge auto. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each one, but there's still that big gap below the pictures, even though we're using flex. What? Am I using align items? It's not something on the card, huh? It's not the image. So it wasn't grid doing that. Interesting. Is it the min height? It's the min height, and then flex is stretching it. I'm assuming grid was stretching it too, or something like that. So what we're gonna do is, in our app, we are gonna make another div inside this. Class name equals container. And we're gonna wrap that in it, and then we'll put our button outside the container. And then in our CSS, right below here, we can have actually, we want the grid back, because I think that was gonna work. And then in the container, we will put our grid stuff. There we go. Yeah, it was just grid trying to stretch and Flexbox trying to stretch to meet the min height right there. All right, so now we need to do container. We'll do max width, 1224 pixels, marge auto. That'll work. That looks nice. We're probably not gonna do mobile because that's pretty easy. I'm sure you guys you're able to figure that out, hopefully. If not, you get to practice. Boom. Yeah, it was setting the height at that too. So our card is that, and then the grid's expanding. So if I don't set the min height and oh, okay, grid handles that for me. Gotcha. Cool. I need to definitely learn grid eventually. All right, now we're gonna style our button here. So button, we're gonna do margin top 225 pixels. Now let's do like 50 pixels. I bit my tongue. I want another kombucha, dude. I'm addicted to stimulants and kombucha, like pre-workout and coffee. Not like actual drugs, but you know. So let's see. Background's gonna be white. The text is gonna be purple. So button. Hey cat. Color is that? What is going on here? Why is that switching when I paste it? That's weird. All right, we will paste that then, and then we will just do color right there. Boom. Hashtag whatever. All right, and then we need to do padding. We'll do like 15 pixels on top, and then we'll do like 25 on the sides. And then we need that margin top to be 25 pixels. And we'll go back to our project, and that's looking pretty close. The font size is too small, so we'll do like font size 20 pixels. Border radius 25 pixels as well to give it like a nice little curved look. Oh yeah, now we just need to remove that border. Cat, quit playing with the cords under the computer. Need you to not do that. Why are those... See you, Travis. Have a good one, bud. Good luck with the job. Some of those images aren't lining up right for some reason. I've removed the height. Is it any of that stuff? Yeah, we need that. Is it the card? So the card is what has that. Is it margin bottom 0? No, because I'm not even seeing one. If we just do margin bottom -6, that fixes it though, huh? Well, no, because once we apply it to all the cards, that won't work. Why is there so much space on the bottom? Because the min height of that is 100. Okay, so we can just remove the padding on the bottom. So padding bottom, remove that, and then save. And then our container, we'll do, actually on this, we'll do display flex direction column, and then align item center. Actually, we need to do justify content center, right? Nope, that works, huh? Alright, cool. I think we pretty much got it, huh? Almost. We just need to get that placeholder text to work, and then our load more button to work. So... I think we're just going to remove that and do margin top 100 pixels. Now it's kind of centered. Let's do 50 and see how that looks. That'll work. All right, so now we need to make this a little bit bigger. So where are we targeting our input element? We'll do padding 15 pixels, 25 pixels. Now it's bigger. And then I think 15 might be too much. We'll do min width would be what, like 20%? I thought that was 10. There we go. Boom. All right. So now, why isn't our placeholder text showing up? It's in header. We have placeholder equals search. What's going on there? I feel like I'm making a dumb mistake. Placeholder equals... Oh, I just spelled it wrong. It was a dumb mistake. Oh my gosh. Alright, search. So now we are going to target the placeholder text here. There we go. That's what we want to grab. Actually, we want to grab that. And then in our CSS, we can switch the placeholder with that. We want it to be this purple color here. So we'll take that purple color, put it right there, and then we'll do font size 20 pixels. And then our input, we need the font size to be 20 pixels. And then we also want the text you put in the input to have that color. So we'll add that as well. So boom, sir, we forgot the C right there, right? Search. Spelling errors never go away as a dev. It's super annoying. All right, so we got that working. If we do Archer, we can add a loading component. I think we might do that to make it look a little prettier. So this is GitHub. I've got a little loading component in one of my projects. We're just going to steal. Which one is it in? I think I use it in... Where are my repos? Is it in the React to-do list? I think it's in here. So we can just go to CSS, components, the loader, and then styles, the loader CSS. And we'll just grab our little loader component here. We will make a new component called loader.js, add loader, and then in styles, we will make loader.css. Go back here, grab the CSS for it, and then throw that in there, and then we are good. And then we will import loader from /components/loader, and then handle search. We need to, what's up, Renat? How you doing? Document, query selector, and we're gonna select loader. That's the class on it. Style.display is gonna equal block. And then we need to add our loader component in there, and then by default it needs to be display none, because we don't want that showing up unless it's loading something. So now when we type, that counts as one of the children though. Ooh. So we don't want it inside of container, we want it to be right there. Now if we do Archer, our loader loads, cool. Now we just need to turn it off. So right here, copy that, and then we'll do that then none. So now it should show up when we search, and then it's not even showing up when we search. Huh. All right. What's up, Aegis? How you doing, bud? We playing anything today? All right, so style display none. So that should happen after we get the results, right? Why is that not happening in the right order? Age of Mythology. So there's obviously a lot of bugs in our app right now. Why are those too big? That shouldn't be. Oh. Well, we can't have the max height because that'll mess up the grid. So we need to do like CSS grid set max height and width on columns. So 1FR, I think that's what we need to use because that'll keep it consistent. Let's try that. So in our in our container component, instead of template columns, we're going to do 1FR, 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 1FR. And now we need to do grid template row, the same thing. Instead of 1FR, we might just do like, what if we do auto? What does that do? Not what we want. And then we delete that stuff. That'll work. The new guy's playing? Whoa. All right, so we're gonna copy those and put those in our container. Where's container? Right there. Cool, so now we got that stuff. So now we need to handle these extra grids still showing for some reason, even though the card display is none, right? So, what in grid is causing that? Is it, why are there two grid column gaps? Is it like that in here? Why do I have column gap and row gap? That seems redundant. I don't understand why those extra ones are showing up. Because we're not setting a max height on container. So it shouldn't be expanding to show those. It's not enough to be all of the gifts, because that's only 4, 8, 12, 16, and we're requesting 20 at a time. Reload. So what happens when we reload? Boom, still there. 1FR, 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 1FR. What if we do just 2FR, huh? So now it works like it's supposed to, but the height. I don't want to do 1FR on the height because I want. So let's just do like CSS grid generating more grid spaces than needed and see what comes up. Ooh, it's because of the rows, duh. Okay. So when we're doing rows, we're setting 4 rows and we only need 2 rows. So boom, there we go. All right, cool. So now we just need to make load more work. So we've got more. We need to do app.js search term right here, right? So on click, we need to document query selector all, and we're gonna grab the cards. It's just card, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna do for each card, we're going to card.style.display equals block. I think that's what the default display was on it. And then we need to close that off, and then we're good. And then those other ones are still showing now. Didn't we fix that? Did we not take it out of the CSS? Is that what it is? We didn't. There we go. So save that. Boom. All right. Now there's that extra space on the bottom for some reason, but we click load more, and the more are displayed. Excelente. Right. So now let's refresh that one more time. Now, why is there this extra space on the bottom? So our container's there. The app header. Min height is 100 view width. What if we turn that off? Do overflow hidden? No, that's not working. Why? What is causing that extra thing on the bottom? See, container is not doing it. Button's not doing it. There's nothing else below there. So it's got to be something with the min height being 100%. It is, because navbar is above that. So if we put navbar inside app header, and then I think that'll work right. So where's app? And then header can go right here, and then we will check that out. So now there's that blank spot on top. App header margin top needs to be 0. Now we're good. Boom. Now we need this container to have margin top like 50, so there's a little space and it looks nicer. That works. And then button, we'll give button a little more. We'll give that 50 pixels too. And then boom. All right, so now if we do Pokemon, it does our search query. It's not displaying the load more button, so we got to fix that still. But then when we click load more, it shows the other ones. So perfect. We need to hide load more after click. So where's that? Right here, right? And then we'll do documents.query selector, and we'll get the button. And then we'll do style display equals none. And then we need to figure out why our load thing isn't working here. I had this issue in the Redux project I was working on last night. If we don't do it in a then, we don't need console log anymore. I don't know why there's spaces there. Prettier should take care of that. So now if we do test, all right, something broke. Do we not, what do we not do right? Then it's that. Don't need that one. Oh, need that one. Don't need that one though. Why is it adding those? There we go. Prettier was just messing stuff up. So we'll do code. All right, so our search bar still not showing up. That's interesting. Huh. I know why it's doing it. It's because, like, so this line runs, it shows the thing, and then it sends off our fetch request. While that fetch request is sent off, it runs the next line here. So then it hides the load bar while the fetch request is still going. So I thought if we did .then and just put it, oh, it's because we didn't have the arrow function thing. No, it's not. Okay, so yeah, we're getting the, I think it's because there's a little gap where it's not shown and there's no results, and I think it's because it's rendering the stuff, maybe? Or it's, yeah, because we're using image. Okay, so we send off the request, we get the request back, and then it stops displaying the load indicator, but then the images send off their request to get the GIF, and then when those coming back takes a while. So what can we do to solve that? Can we do something like show the placeholder until the image loads? How do we do that? Oh, we just set the background of the div to the placeholder image. And then when the image loads, it would have it. I think that'd work. So card, we'll do background image, and then here we need to grab our background image. So we got that. We will stick that image in. Okay, so we actually exported it with a box shadow. We don't want the box shadow because that makes the positioning super weird. And now we will stick that picture in our images folder here. We'll just copy that, and then right here it's images / that thing .png, right? So now hopefully this will work. Hey, there we go. Except it's not centered. We want that centered. After we get that centered, I think we'll be done though. So we'll do display none on the image. Yep. I think we should do background ground position center. That'll work. Get it right. There we go. Boom. All right, so we refresh. Cool. So now if we do Archer, now if we do, I guess now we don't even need that loader anymore because it's just, unless we can set that as like the background behind the image of each. That seems like a lot. So we'll go ahead and just remove loader. And then remove that, and then remove that. Did I? Wait. Yeah, that's right. Those are the right ones. Okay. Load more, so we load more. Cool. Our thing's gone. So we need button to not have the margin top. We need container to have margin bottom 50. Is button in container? It is. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Because why we did that is because right now there's nothing, there's just no padding or anything between the bottom. And that actually needs to be padding, not margin bottom. So now if we reload, we have the load more button with the space there. If we load more and go to the bottom, there's a little bit of space between the image and the bottom. So that looks good. So I think we have about got our project done. So if we just do cats, boom, cat images. I think we should probably show the button again if a new search is initiated. So we will do .then. We want to show the button, so we'll do display block again. All right, so if we do cats, is it not initially display block? What is it initially? Computed display inline block. So let's do inline block. Now if we do that, we hit load more, so we got more images. We go to dogs, we got the load more back. We click load more, we get more dog images. Perfect. So I think we are good to go. Cool. So that's our project. We're not gonna do the mobile because that's, I gotta eat food and I feel like we've done enough for today. So hope this helped you guys out. If y'all want to come hop in the Discord, there is a link to the Discord in the description. I am making a new project for next month. It'll be something similar to this, probably. Not like similar, but you'll be doing like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, that sort of thing. But yeah, come hang out in the Discord if you want to talk tech or anything like that. And give me a thumbs up if this helps you out. I think that's about it. So see you next time. Peace.